Greetings, citizens of Super Earth. The following video is a public service announcement brought to you by the Ministry of Information. Undivided attention is mandatory, and any deviations may result in arrest, relocation, or termination. Glory to managed democracy. If you can't tell already, we're doing a video on Helldivers 2 today. Helldivers 2 is a phenomenal game, and chances are you don't need me to explain to you why it's good. If you do, then buy the game, get between 1 and 3 friends, and load into a Terminance mission, and then you'll see what I mean. But, make sure you finish the video first. Anyway, when this game came out, I played a bunch of it with my friends and with randoms, so naturally the completionist in me decided I wanted that sweet, sweet platinum trophy. Technically, I got the platinum a while ago. Actually, exactly a year ago from the time of writing this script, but I thought I'd make another one of these retrospective platinum videos because it was so fun. If you like this kind of video and you want to see more, please consider subscribing because it would really help out the channel. 98.3% of my viewers aren't subscribed, and if even half of you subscribed, I'd be at over 2.5 thousand subs overnight. Anyway, please subscribe or the Super Earth Armed Forces will send you straight to the front lines on the level on the creek. Everybody gangster until the trees start speaking binary. Anyway, Helldivers 2 has a pretty good set of trophies. Most of them you will earn by just playing the game a bunch, and there are only a few that you need to grind or deliberately go for. Also, the community is really chill, so if you load into a session with randoms and say you're going for a trophy, chances are they'll help you out with it. The first trophy that pretty much everyone gets is It's the Real Deal, which is for completing basic training. See you on the other side? We'll see about that. Oh. Also, rest in peace Mars. The second trophy is Strapping Young Lad, which I get for customizing my Helldiver. You'd think I'd get another easy trophy next, but no. I was playing with friends who'd already played a ton of the game, so they immediately threw us into a level 6 automaton elimination mission. This was obviously quite difficult, but it was a very fun baptism by fire, and somehow we got the 150 kills in one mission, which gave me the Spread Managed Democracy trophy. In the very same mission, I also got In the Nick of Time for extracting after the timer hit 0, extractinating the countryside to do a planetary defense mission, and Bot Scrapper to do a bot mission. Anyway, the second mission I did was slightly less eventful, being a bug mission at night. Naturally, I got the achievements They Come Mostly at Night for completing a night mission, and Bug Stomper for completing a bug mission. The next few achievements are also pretty self-explanatory. Stalking is illegal for destroying a stalker nest, the Long Arm of Justice for getting a long-range kill, and Democracy Ain't Done With You Yet for stimming another player. I got the achievement Nothing Is Bigger Than Freedom for destroying an automaton Hulk, and funnily enough, this isn't even close to the biggest automaton in the game. Next, I got the Extractamundo for extracting with a full squad on a difficulty 5 mission. And the Taller They Are for killing a Bile Titan. My next achievement, which realistically should have come way sooner than this, was Jobs Done, which involves completing a mission but failing to extract. Which still completes the mission, since Helldivers are expendable. Maybe I'm just too good at this game. Speaking of which, the next 2 achievements I got were at the same time. That Which Does Not Kill You, for having all limbs broken at the same time, and Cool Guys Don't Look, for getting launched 25 meters by an explosion. I think what happened here was one of my friends dropped a 500 kilogram on my head because they thought it was funny. Next, I got Eat This for killing a Terminid warrior with a shotgun within 1 meter range. And they don't call it Tactical for nothing for completing 10 side objectives, and the Power of Democracy for getting 25 kills with 1 stratagem. I then continued to demonstrate my awesome skill at this game by knocking myself into a ragdoll state with the jump pack, giving me the Hold My Liberty achievement. The next 2 achievements I got were Science is Done by Quantity for extracting 15 common samples, and Samples are a diver's best friend for extracting with 15 rare samples. These 2 can be pretty easy to get if you're specifically going for it, just make sure you're either playing solo or in a lobby with just friends so randoms don't steal your samples. Anyway, next up is For the Greater Good, for getting 5,000 kills, Promote Synergy for getting an assisted reload with a teammate, and Patriot for doing 50 missions. Most of the achievements from here on out are ones that I had to specifically go for, so I'll explain a bit about how I got each one. Get Some requires you to get 10 kills with a continuous burst of at least 150 bullets. This is literally impossible with some weapons, but it is quite easy with the Stalwart Stratagem, which can be unlocked early on. I also didn't know this, but if you bring a guard dog, their kills will count while you're firing. Next up is Caught Them by Supplies, where you have to kill a charger by dropping a resupply pod on them. If you can get them to charge at you and hit a rock, then they'll be stunned for a few seconds. You can throw the resupply at them and it will stay there. So assuming you've done a bit of damage to the charger before, you should get the trophy no problem. It's the only way to be sure is a very funny name for this trophy, and it is to throw 6 orbitals in one place. Since you can only carry 4 stratagems at once, this trophy will require at least 2 players, but this one is very easy to boost with randoms, as most people want to do this, if asked. Kill It With Fire requires you to get 100 fire kills within a single mission. For this one, you can fire max with the flamethrower stratagem, incendiary weapons, and a flamethrower turret if you really want to watch the world burn. Next is Hot Potato, which requires you to throw back a live grenade. On higher difficulties, automatons will absolutely spam these, so this is not too difficult to get so long as you're quick and don't blow yourself up. Doing your part requires you to complete 100 missions, which isn't too much of a slog, especially if you focus on shorter missions like Eradicate. You get Ship It from getting all ship modules to level 1, and Fully Operational for maxing out one ship module. This can be quite a grind, so my recommendation is to focus on getting all to level 1, and then just focus on getting the Patriotic Administration Center to level 5, as they have by far the best buffs. Helldive requires you to get no deaths on an extreme difficulty mission. You can do this by playing an Eradicate mission where you can get to a safe spot and just spam turrets. This isn't too bad, but it might take you a few attempts. Hold My Primary, I'm Going In requires you to only use secondary weapons and stratagems on a hard difficulty mission. So, primaries and support weapons are not allowed. You might get this by chance on higher difficulties, as most people tend to use stratagems anyway, but if not, you can always get randoms or friends to help you out. Let's Call It a Draw requires you to exfil after breaking the arms off the Hulk without killing it. You might get this trophy by chance, but it's unlikely. I would recommend going into a level 5 mission, as that's the lowest they appear in as normal enemies, and use an autocannon to take their arms off, as it only takes 3 shots per arm. Ideally, you should do this after doing the main objectives and far away from extraction, so that you can extract before they get there and potentially get killed by turrets. To get Gone in 360 seconds, you have to complete an extreme difficulty Blitz mission in 6 minutes or less. This is best done with multiple players so that you can split up and do the objectives in parallel, and ideally have someone to call in exfil as soon as the main objectives are done, since this takes an extra 2 minutes. You can equip the Expert Extraction Pilot Booster to decrease exfil time to 1 minute and 24 seconds. Be careful not to start this mission on a planet with an effect increasing stratagem or pilot call-in times, as this can make the achievement impossible. Finally, I recommend the Fast Recon Vehicle Stratagem to get around the map as quickly as possible, and combine this with either the Grenade Launcher Stratagem for Terminids, or the Spear Stratagem for Automatons, since it has lock-on. The former is better if you have teammates, but if you are solo, you should go for the latter, as it's way easier than Terminids since you can break the factories from very far away. And with that, we earn the Platinum, the epitome of Super Earth, and our Helldiving is complete. As I said at the start of the video, Helldivers 2 is a very fun game, and I highly recommend it if you haven't tried it out already. The Platinum is a good fun time, and I'd recommend going for it if you enjoy the game or if you've already played it a bunch. On the tier list, I'm going to put it in the S tier because this is how the Platinum for a multiplayer game should be done. Thank you so much for watching all the way to the end, and if you enjoyed, please consider subscribing for more 100% content like this. I'm currently working on a Destiny 2 Platinum video, and it's turning into more of a history of the game, so I have absolutely no idea when that will be out. And of course, I am working towards the Fortnite Save the World Platinum every day, but that's probably going to take a while to be done. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I hope you have a lovely day. And with that, I will say, remember, winning is more important than living.